Oh, no, I'm only doing it for that.
David,
no, don't ask
David.
me.
Hello,
Yeah.
David. You're from Ireland?
100%.
Great. Now, you only had like a 2-hour flight here, is that correct?
That is, yes. So we flew into Biarritz, which is about an hour and 50 minutes, and then went to St. Jean de Point, the Maud, was it?
Perfect.
Yeah.
And how are you finding the Camino so far?
Excellent, very good. Recommend it to everybody.
And have you done it before?
No, it's
No.
my first time
And
doing
you're
it,
only
yeah.
doing 4 days?
I'm only doing 4 days, going home, have to go back to work.
Yeah, great. And what's your top tip?
Top tip is to make sure your footwear and your socks are up to scratch.
Excellent. Good tip. I love it. Thanks.
No problem.
Okay, this is Frank. He's also from Ireland. Frank, tell me, how are you finding the Camino so far?
Fantastic. Day 2 just over. Nice. What is it? 32 degrees.
Did you say you've done it before?
Oh, I did like a week, the last week in August 2014, I think 2015.
And what brought you back to do it again?
Because I wanted to start in the Pyrenees and carry my own gear because I'm not a fraud. I think people that don't carry their own gear, particularly on day 1, which is fraud.
Thanks, Frank.
People that pay €8.
Thanks, Frank.
Nah, I'm only kidding, Helen. I'm only kidding. Yeah, it's a good €8.
Yeah, and so you're going for, like, you're walking for another week or so or something?
Maybe 2 weeks.
2 weeks, yeah.
And then I'll go home for a week and come back.
Yep.
So I'll miss that middle piece.
Yep. And
But,
what would be your top tip for people who are planning to do the Camino?
Stay out of the sun after 1 p.m.
Yeah,
Fuck, it's crazy.
it is.
Get up at 5:30, 6 o'clock and go. You don't want to be walking in 30,
And your accommodation
40
so
degrees.
far has been good?
Oh, fantastic. We
Yep.
had like a little spa hotel just around the corner for, well, I think the spa is closed today, but you know.
You got a spa?
Spa hotel, yeah.
Spa? Luxury!
Cheap and cheerful.
Oh, luxury. Well,
We got
thanks.
a hot tub. No, that's the river is the hot tub.
The river.
But top tip is socks.
Socks, yeah.
Socks.
Yeah, good one. Thanks,
Yeah.
Frank.
Okay.
Good talking to you.
We'll talk then.
Hello.
Hi, I'm Oliver. I'm the owner of Tienda Amari in La Rasuaña, and I decided 4 years ago to quit Belgium, my country, and to live here and to have my business. It's a very life-changing experiment, the Camino. For me, I don't want to tell you all my story, but I will give you the 3 first gifts my friend from Austria has already given. With Spain, the first gift is Spain. With Spain, you have received 2 gifts. First gift is with Spain, you don't think about yesterday. You don't think about tomorrow. You are with Spain, you are suffering. Then it maintains you in the present. When you stop hiking, you have a coffee, a beer, a meal. You enjoy the meal, you enjoy the beer because you don't work. Then no pain. That's the first gift. You will understand this when you come back. When you come back, you will share a meal with your children, your friend, your family, and you will notice that your friend, your family, they always talk about yesterday, about tomorrow, but they're not able to enjoy the moment here and now. Then the first gift, enjoy the moment. You will enjoy more the present. Second gift with Spain, if you will meet some foreign stranger on the way, because the French Camino is very international, and you will talk to them and you will really listen to them, because then you don't have to think about pain. That's the second gift. You will realize that when you come back to your country, you will notice that a lot of people talk but don't listen. You will be a better listener. And the first gift, enjoy the present, enjoy the moment. The second gift, listening better. And the third gift is your second day of hiking after the mountain, the Saint Anton. What do you do the second day before hiking? You open your backpack. You say, okay, I don't need this, I don't need this, I don't need this. Happiness is not to have, to get rid of. You will understand during this way that you can be happy with a few things. It doesn't depend of having things, but the happiness will come from the inside. That's the third lesson.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, that was doing so well.
Hi, I'm here with James at the moment, and he is walking with us at the moment to Pamplona. How are you feeling, James?
Good, yeah, day 3 today for us all. Yesterday I was saying I found it particularly hard coming into Zubiri the last hour or so, but today's been really nice, getting up this morning Zubiri, shortly before sunrise, getting a kind of hour or two in, and now we're approaching Pamplona hopefully within the next half hour or so.
Beautiful. And what have you enjoyed the most so far?
I think I really enjoy walking slightly before sunrise in the morning. It's very quiet, very peaceful. It's cool, which has been very important the last few days. And also just the people you meet. You're meeting people from all around the world, different countries, countries you've never spoken to people from before, or people you've never spoken from those countries. It's just, I think it's just the whole experience. It's only early days. It's only day 3 in, so as long as the feet hold up and everything, then...
And you haven't done this before, have you?
2 years ago I walked from St. John to Pamplona, so I kind of know this section, but after that it's all the unknown. So.
Okay. And what would be your top tip?
Less is more, as they say.
That's a good one.
You always think that you're going to use everything in your bag, but I say just be careful of how much you have in your bag, because it's a lot of weight. And the less you can carry, and also when you are weighing your bag before you go, make sure you include water, which will be 1 to 2 kilos on top of it. So yeah, less is more. That's
a really good point, because my bag weighed 7, but when you put the 2 kilos in, it's suddenly 9 kilos, and it actually feels quite heavy.
Of course, yeah. So
and how have you found the accommodation so far as well?
Good, yeah. So most places along here, they're dorms that you stay in as well. So we stayed in the famous one in Roncesvalles, the albergue, which is huge and really impressive. And then last night stayed in Zubiri, another albergue, and tonight somewhere in Pamplona yet to be booked. But no, I've really enjoyed them. Yeah, and it's a great way to meet people as well. More people doing the Camino with you. So yeah, you just get to bump into the same people at different stages along the way, and I really enjoyed that too.
Excellent. Well, thanks for the chat.
No problem. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Okay, I'm here with Jill and Sue, and they are from England. How are you, ladies?
We're doing good.
Doing good. Okay, I'm going to interview you one at a time. So, Sue, tell us about your experience on the Camino so far.
I've loved the friendships. I've loved the meeting people, hearing their story, the moving on, and then perhaps meet them in a couple of days' time. I've loved language barriers means nothing, absolutely nothing.
And have you done the Camino before?
Never done it before.
So what inspired you?
A change of life, a change of circumstances at home, then I've got the time, joining a lovely walking group, meeting my pal, and just going to do something.
And what would be your number one top tip that you would share with other people who were excited or thinking about doing the Camino?
Don't think about it too much, just go, just do it and experience it, and take the good with the bad in accommodations, and just go with it. Yeah, really. Just
good words of wisdom. Jill, so have you done the Camino before?
I have. I did it last year. I did from Leon to Santiago.
And how did you find that?
It was amazing.
So much so that you want to come back?
Yeah. So I wanted to finish it. That was the idea, to do the beginning part.
And did you start in St. John Paul?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We did. Went over the Pyrenees, which was just staggeringly beautiful. And
What have you enjoyed the most?
This time I'm in the Pyrenees stands out, being fabulous. It's different to the last part, but it's different in a good way. So there's lots of interesting towns. I think it's the sheer history of it, and the fact that you're walking along where thousands of millions of feet have trodden. And when you're young and you're brought up and you hear about Jesus and the Bible and all these characters, and you hear about St. James, Santiago, and you don't really ever think that they're kind of real. They're like something. Then you come somewhere like this, and all of a sudden, all those people become something real.
Yeah.
So there's a real sense of faith and of belief. You can feel it.
Yeah.
You can feel the history.
And what would be your top tip?
My top tip would be the Camino will call you when it wants to. You don't go decide to go for you. If you're thinking about it, if you've heard about it, if you're watching this, that means it's calling you.
Excellent. Okay, so we've left Portarina and we are now headed to a place called, I like to say Cinquan, but I don't know. It's Cinquin. And I'm walking with Nicole, and Nicole is from Holland. How are you, Nicole?
I'm fine.
You're fine. How are you going?
Today is a good day. I'm going well. Very
going well. And you're walking also with us to Cinquin, aren't you?
Yeah.
And you're going to go all the way to, how far are you walking?
No, I'm going to go till Sunday to Logroño. I hope I will be there in Logroño. Or Vienna.
Have you walked Camino before?
I walk since 2020 from Holland.
Yes.
But I never ended the Camino, so I walk every year a piece, and next year is my last piece.
Ah, so do you get stamps? Do you get
Yes,
stamps?
I have so much.
Oh, really?
You must see tonight. It's
Ah.
very nice. It's very nice.
So each time you come, you bring that with you and you get more stamps?
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
nice one. And what do you enjoy most about doing the Camino?
I enjoyed the walk, the nature,
Yes.
but also, most important, meeting people from all over the world
Yeah.
and have a nice chat with them.
Yeah.
And yes, something it's very good, and you walk several days with each other, and then you have to split,
Say goodbye.
say goodbye.
Yeah.
But that's also the Camino.
Yeah. And what would be your top tip for anyone who's interested in doing the Camino? What would you recommend?
I would begin at Vézelay in France.
Yes.
There's a beautiful town on top of a hill with a beautiful cathedral, and you get the blessing in the morning. And yes, France is a very nice country, France. And when you're with the Pyrenees, split it in two.
Yeah. You stopped at Orison?
I stopped in Borda. It's
Borda, that's
after,
right.
Orison. And then you have 2 days, a little piece, and you can enjoy the views and the animals, and
Yeah.
it's more a race.
You also said before that you had 11 kilos and then you dropped off some kilos, so now your pack is lighter?
Yes.
Yeah, and that's more helpful?
Yes, because when I started, the weather was not so nice, so I had long trousers and sweaters and a sleeping bag that was very heavy.
Yeah.
And now I don't need it, so
Yep.
I left it.
Yeah, good idea. Good idea. Well, thanks for the chat, Nicole. Buen Camino.
Buen Camino.
So, Louise, Nicole, is this your passport?
Yes, this is my passport.
Look at all of her stamps.
That's impressive.
And wait. There is more. Beautiful. And this is where we are tonight.
Now,
Right
yes.
now. Awesome.
Arndt or Indy
Where are you from?
from Allemand.
And that is in Germany?
Germany?
Yeah, in Germany. You're from Germany?
Yeah, I'm from
Yep.
Germany.
And you've been walking since when?
Since 13th of May.
So the 13th of May you left Germany,
Yeah.
and today we're on the 3rd of August and you're in Spain?
Now I'm in Spain. Yeah, I think so.
Yes. And what have you enjoyed the most?
So Helen, she's doing
When I'm staying at home.
Filming her.
How far have you walked in total?
Maybe total at this time 2,200 kilometers.
Good on
And
you.
my shoes now broken. I must get new shoes because they are
Busted.
broken, busted.
But have you had the same shoes for the 2,000 kilometres?
Yeah, yeah, I
That's
did.
good.
Yep.
And when I asked you before what shoes, you said you didn't know, they were just shoes. Just shoes. Just shoes. Yeah.
I don't know.
And what's your number one tip? If you're going to come in, if someone said to you, I'm going to do the Camino, what should I do? What should I know? What would you say?
Enjoy your life, enjoy your good food, enjoy beautiful auberges, enjoy your life.
Perfect.
And walk.
Yep, just keep walking.
What
Yeah.
inspired you to do the Camino? What inspired you to do the Camino?
I don't know.
Just one day.
Some days. I walked the Camino before 15 years, when I was 50, and then I decided when I get 60, I will walk from my home village. And my mother gets ill, and now I'm starting 5 years later. I don't know if I inspired or something. I just walk it.
Just kept walking.
I like it the first time, and now I said, okay, I'm going from my home village. I don't know.
Are you walking?
No inspiration or religious kind that I'm walking. I just want to.
Are you going to Santiago? Yeah. And what?
That's right. I will try it.
And Finisterre?
No, I was walking to Finisterre before 15 years, and now I want to go to Santiago. And after this, I will go to a Spanish friend from mine, to Estremadura in Badajoz. And I will stay there, make holidays, and he arranged a flight back to Germany.
Good one. Well, you are doing amazing. You're doing very well. And I'm not going to tell you his age, but I know that he's over 55 and he is doing amazing. Good job.
65.
65. I didn't want to tell everyone that you were 65, but he's 65 and he's walking like a legend.
It's only a number.
It is only a number, you're right. Well done. Good on you.
Has the best goatee on the Camino.
So Stan is going to film me and I'm going to film Stan.
Exactly.
And Stan is...
I'm going to move out of the way.
Stan,
Why not? Please, stay there.
Stan is from Switzerland.
Exactly, from Geneva.
Geneva. And he's actually doing it a bit differently. He's gone backwards. So where did you start?
I started in Bordeaux, France.
Yep. And then where?
And I went down by the coast, except some areas which is military zones doesn't allow you to go by coast.
Yep.
A little loop, and then started the north in San Sebastian and continued the north up to the end. And I didn't take the Primitivo go down to official way, continue with Camino Anglés. And after Anglés I started Camino dos Faros, which goes around the coast down to Finisterre, and I advise everyone to visit just above Muxia, which is 0 kilometers like Finisterre. This is my experience. And after Finisterre, I took the road, the Camino to Santiago, and I finished my Santiago with 1,830 kilometers with certificate. Then decided to go back.
Oh, yeah. So if you're going backwards, how do you get your Compostela at the end?
I don't.
Oh, you don't get one?
I have no intention to have another one.
Okay, yep.
My idea was probably for once to take the certificate just to my memories. Of course, for little proof of my friends who wanted to see what it is, and myself as well, what does it mean. After that, I think all Caminos, my objective not to go to Santiago and to get the certificate of my other Caminos, just to have an experience.
Yeah, good. And what would be your top tips so far?
To meet people like you.
Ah, thank you. And what have you enjoyed the most?
To be autonomous. I'm walking with my tent, which is quite an unusual way.
Yes, you are.
The other way, it helps me to decide not to walk my Caminos by etap. Stages like hundreds and hundreds of people.
Yep.
No, okay. Last year it was 200, I think, overall Caminos on the road, if I'm not mistaken. But still. And when you come to the village and you have no chances to enter to the albergue because it's too late, or albergues that I took, I never reserved. So I come, if I have chance, I stay, if I need it, to recharge the batteries, for example. If not, I'm free to stay where I want, just not to disturb people out of public places.
Yeah. Perfect. Well, lovely talking to you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Sorry?
Why you are here?
Why
are you
am
doing
I
Camino
here?
Or you are
so I am doing the Camino.
Camino where?
Camino Frances, and we started at St. John Paul, and we are walking all the way to...
Now Sam interviewing. You can drop it. You can drop your telephone. Yeah, exactly.
Cześć, witam, pozdrawiamy z Wiena, tak? Tak się nazywa to miasto. I wszystkiego dobrego, miłego dzionka życzę. Pozdrawiam serdecznie.
Okay, so I'm here with Ernest, and Ernest is from Germany, and he's done a lot of walking. So Ernest, how far have you walked so far?
I started in Germany 2,600 kilometers ago in 2010 with my kids on the hand, with 5-year-old kids, taking them on the shoulders in step by step, like 1 or 2 weeks. And in Belgium we did with the whole family with 6 kids, and it was a nice time. We came to Château-Meillon, middle of France, in 2013, and I took up 1st of July, so 1 month and 4 days ago. Been walking now 800-ish kilometers.
800 kilometers already?
Yeah, from France.
Yep.
And it's another, I don't know, 600, 700 to the end of the world.
You're walking to Santiago or Finisterre?
Finisterre, the end of the world.
End of the world. And how have you found it so far?
Wonderful.
Wonderful?
I stopped thinking. It's like meditation.
Yeah.
Very close to nirvana.
Yeah. What have you enjoyed the most?
Oh, the food in France was wonderful. These little tartlets with blueberries and fruits and lentil soups, and food in France is just marvelous. And I like to pick fruits on the way, like blackberries and plums and raisins. They have some already very sweet raisins here in Spain.
Nice.
Yeah, that's very nice.
And what would be your top tip for anyone who said, I want to do the Camino? What would you give them? What advice would you give them?
JFDI. Just fucking do it.
I like it. Thank you, Ernest.
Welcome.
Okay, I'm sitting here with our German boys, but we've met someone new. Her name is Lila, and she is from Denmark. How are you, Lila?
I'm fine.
Great.
I'm glad I'm here.
Glad you're here. Is this your first Camino?
Oh, yes, it is.
And where did you start?
In Pamplona.
And you went to the hospital yesterday. Tell us about that. So you had some foot problems?
Yes. I have a lot of loose skin under my feet.
Yes.
And it's kind of hurt when I'm walking on it. So
Okay.
I went there to find out if they need to take the skin off or what.
And were they helpful?
Well, I didn't feel that they were very polite.
Okay.
And they
Yep.
were like signing a lot and kind of, it was, she just packed it up with everything, a lot of stuff on it. And when I came home, and because it's hot, it's kind of went off. So now I have some footies on to keep the pads on place.
Oh, okay, good. And you got the bus to the last town, which was Najara, N-A-J-E-R-A, and then you walked to here today?
Yeah.
And how did you find that?
That was fine. And I was anxious that I couldn't do it, because then I don't need more stay over days. I want to walk. But it's need to be nice and fun walking too, not just painful for each step as it was. So.
And where are you walking to ideally?
Well, my hope is to the end, but I'm not sure I can manage that. So I have a little plan that says that I walk to Burgos.
Yep, Burgos.
Take a bus to Lyon. And then walk from there.
Perfect. Nice
So
one.
That is my plan for now.
Good on you. Well done. And you're staying at the local albergue here tonight. Excellent. Well, also my big question is, if you had one tip for other pilgrims, what would your one tip be?
Remember to bring a needle.
A needle?
Yes, to puncture your blisters.
That is a very good tip.
And thread.
And thread.
I just bought more thread because I ran out, so I have put thread through my blisters, and then they kind of take care of themselves.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for the chat.
You're welcome.
Okay, I am with Eduardo, and he is from Brazil. How are you today?
I'm fine, thank you.
You're fine, thank you. Have you done the Camino before?
Actually, I started the Camino, then I walked for around the 6th day, then I hurt my legs, and I had to stop it. I finished the Camino. I arrived in Santiago by bus.
Yes.
Then I came back 8 years after to try to finish the Camino walking.
And you've just got here a few days ago?
Yeah, I arrived like 3 days ago, and I started on the same place that I stopped at this, when I finished.
Yeah, Sansol.
Sansol. Then I'm here with you.
And how are you enjoying it this time?
Well, really hot. The weather is like it's not. You have to be careful with, to hydrate yourself. But it's okay. It's nice. Like to do the Camino. It's always like I can describe this kind of emotion. Like it's something really nice, really emotionally, physically, and mentally.
Yeah. And you're traveling on your own this time?
Yeah.
Yep. And where do you hope to finish?
I hope to finish in Santiago de Compostela.
Nice.
Then I'm going back to Brazil.
Back to Brazil. Now, if someone said to you, I'm going to do the Camino, what's your top tip? What would be your top tip? Best recommendation? What would you say?
Yeah. First of all, like to have like some the facilities. I can't say that. Like to be careful with this kind of the backpack and then your stuffs, and a little bit to prepare yourself physically and to be your mind open to go to talk, not just to walk.
Yeah, it's true.
To feel,
to
feel the Camino.
Yep. How many kilos is your backpack?
Mine is like 8 kilos, 7 or 8 kilos with the water, like 9, 10.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Excellent. Well, thanks, Eduardo, and thanks for talking to us today.
Thank you.
Okay, so I am on my way out of Burgos, and I bumped into Andy, and he's from Ireland. How are you, Andy?
How you doing, guys?
Good.
Yeah,
How are you
good.
feeling today?
Well, I'm leaving today. I'm going back to Madrid from Burgos, and I'm having to stop because of injuries, which is a bit of a bummer, but yeah, it's the right decision. So
Yeah. And where did you start from?
I started in Frances Valles.
Yep.
So yeah, done a few kilometers.
Beautiful. And have you done the Camino before, or any parts of the Camino?
Yeah, I haven't done the Frances. It's my first time doing the Frances, but I've done the Camino del Norte.
What was that one like?
Fantastic.
Yeah, you recommend that?
Definitely.
That's shorter, isn't it?
It might be a little bit shorter,
Yep.
but it doesn't feel shorter.
It doesn't feel shorter,
It's a lot of, it's hilly, but you're often like beside the sea, the countryside's beautiful.
Yep.
And you
Yep.
pass through some pretty cool cities too.
Beautiful.
On the north coast, yeah. So it's
What
good.
have you enjoyed most about this Camino on this time? Certainly not the blisters on the
Certainly not the blisters. What have I enjoyed most? The people, always. Anytime you come on the Camino, meeting people is great. The walking itself, the countryside, the wine. La Rioja, passing through La Rioja isn't a bad place to pass through. And yeah, because I haven't done the Camino in so long, maybe 10 years now, just realize, I think the thing I enjoyed most was realizing how much I enjoyed the Camino.
Yeah.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah.
Just remembering how special it is.
Yeah, that's good. Now, for all of my subscribers out there who are really keen to give this Camino thing a go, what would be your number one top tip?
Okay, so keep your bag light. Yeah, I think that's the key one. You don't need as much as you think you need.
Yeah,
you
that's
need
a good one.
two changes of clothes probably, and even then you don't really need 2 changes of clothes. You need your clothes for walking and maybe something nice to wear in the afternoons. Like, for girls, like a dress, like summer dress.
Yeah.
So keep your pack light. Yeah, 30-liter bag should do it.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, 35 max. You don't need more.
Yeah.
Cut down on weight. Sticks. Bring sticks.
Bring
Even if you haven't
sticks.
used sticks before in your life, and they seem like something silly, they're not. Bring sticks, because if you get injured, you need sticks, and they take a bit of weight off. They're a bit clunky. If you're not used to using them at first, you might think they're silly. But once you get into the rhythm with sticks, it's like maybe marginal gains of 5% difference can be a big deal over
a long period of time.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Well, thanks, Andy. Lovely to chat to you. Good luck on your future endeavours, and enjoy the flight home.
Well, I live in Madrid, so it's a bus home.
It's
Yeah,
a
2
bus.
hours. It's great.
2 hours, easy one.
Yeah,
Okay.
easy one.
See you,
Thanks.
Andy.
Nice to meet
Bye.
you. Yeah, thanks.
Okay, I am here this afternoon with Emily, who is from South Africa. Hi, Emily. How are you?
Hello, Helen. I'm very well. And you?
I'm really well. Tell me, how are you enjoying the Camino so far?
It's absolutely fantastic. It's been such a journey so far. Oh, you can't describe it. You can't describe it.
Have you done it before?
Yes.
And where did you do before?
I did it in 2017 from Sarria to Santiago de Compostela.
And this time you started at St. John?
St. John, Jean Pierre de Jean, yes.
And this time you're headed to where?
To Santiago de Compostela, yes.
Yeah, great.
Yes.
What have you enjoyed the most?
I think it's the quietness, the peaceful, the internal reflections, thinking a lot about, as you go on your journey, thinking about things that where the subconscious mind meets the conscious mind.
Yeah, beautiful.
That's very important.
And what would be your top tip for anyone who said, I want to do the Camino? What would you say to them?
Well, I've looked at various sites, and what I would say to them is stop moaning and just do it, and less is more. So don't come here and think it's like tradition to throw out things. Bring what you need. I've got 3 t-shirts, 2 pairs of pants, 3 pairs of socks. That's it.
That's it. Good one. Well, thanks, Emily. Enjoy the rest of your Camino.
Thank you very much. It was lovely meeting you.
You too.
Wow.
So I'm here with Josef, and I asked him about this monastery and about San Anton, and he was known for looking after animals. And then Josef told me another story about people who came here ill. So can you tell me again your story?
Yes, the pilgrims, when they walk by France, in France there were a plant, rye.
Rye, yep.
That has a fungus.
Fungus in it.
Fungus that make you ill.
Yep.
And the illness is about 10, 12 days, and then you can
get better.
Then this was the place, 10 or 12 days walking by Spain. Here there no rye, and the pilgrims were
recovered.
Yeah. And people said that the miracle of San Anton.
So this is a miracle place.
The saint was the one who did the miracle.
That's good to know. And you've walked the Camino before?
Yeah, I have very, very many times. I love the Camino.
And what do you enjoy most?
Sorry?
What do you like the most when you walk Camino?
What
do you like? What do you enjoy on the Camino?
I enjoy always. I have made more than one Camino because I live in Sevilla, and my Camino is La Via de la Plata. Go through Spain from the south to the north.
Yeah, long way.
This Camino came from France.
Yes.
I have made both, and in Portugal there's a very beautiful Camino.
Yes, I've heard. Beautiful one.
All the peninsula is full of caminos. Wonderful. 2 countries, Portugal and Spain, are wonderful country for walk by the fields.
Yeah.
Surely, because they're a country very sure. No problem.
Yeah. And do a lot of people come here?
No, in this albergue come only the selected pilgrims.
Selected. I'm selected.
It's not the end of a day in the guide. If you look some guide, tell the people to go to Castro Jerez, 3 kilometers more.
Yes.
And here can people well informated.
Yes.
The people who are looking for some magical place.
Yeah, it's magical. It's beautiful.
I think this is
beautiful.
This place has something of magic.
Yeah, and you volunteer here for 15 days, you said, yep.
I can every year here, the 2 first week of August, with my wife.
Oh, nice. And then other people come and volunteer as well?
Yeah. From spring, March to the end of October, because in winter this place is very cold.
Yeah.
And it's closed.
Yeah.
But from March to November, October, November, each 15 days came a volunteer or 2 volunteers.
That's really nice. That's really good of you. One more question. If someone said to you, Josef, I want to do the Camino, give me advice, what would be your advice?
No, the only advice is follow your instinct.
Yeah.
Follow your wish. enjoy, go not too many kilometers a day, and enjoy each meter of the Camino.
Oh, that's lovely.
Speak with everybody, all the people, with all people in the villages. Taste all the wines. Smell all the flowers.
Yeah, beautiful. Thank you, Yosef. I love to hear from you.
Thank you.
So we are in Bordilla at the moment, and we're just having lunch, and I'm sitting here with Peter from France. Peter, how are you?
I'm good. I'm good.
That's good. And how are you going on the Camino so far?
I'm loving it. Yeah, I'm loving it. Knackered.
What are you loving the most?
It's far more beautiful than I thought it would be. It is. Every time you go around the corner, there's something new that's stunning to look at. And I thought we'd get to the Meseta, and I thought I'd find it boring, and it's still that vastness. It's just beautiful.
Have you done the Camino before?
No, never.
Never.
And I love just the people. I love the whole the whole hostel, albergue thing. I love that whole vibe.
And you're here doing it solo on your own?
Yeah, because you meet more people that way.
Yeah, that's really great.
Kind of forces you out of your comfort zone.
Beautiful. And tell me, what would be your top tip for anyone who said, I want to do the Camino?
Pack light.
Pack light?
Yeah, pack light, because I ended up sending 2.5 kilos back, and I thought I'd pack light before I went, but not light enough. So,
how many kilos are you carrying?
I've probably got about 8 now, I think.
Is that including water or?
No.
Yeah, so then water on top?
Especially here, you need, because it's been like up to 40 degrees, so you can't kind of skip the water.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Beautiful.
And don't be afraid to get your bag carried if you need to. You know, because so many people beat themselves. I did. I tortured myself and said, if you need, there's so many different ways to do the Camino. Do it your way.
Your way.
And don't feel pressured to go too fast. You see all these people and they go flying past you, and I'm just like plodding away. But I'll get there.
Yeah, you will.
In my own time.
You will, and you're going all the way to Santiago, aren't you?
Oh, well, I hope so. Yeah.
And how many days have you allowed for that?
I haven't.
Yep.
I booked my ticket one way.
Yep.
And I said when I get back, I've got to get back for the middle of September. And if I get back that late, my husband will kill me. So yeah, I'll probably be back at the beginning of September, I would think.
Beautiful. Well, thanks for the chat, Peter. Lovely to meet you.
Yeah.
Okay, we are here tonight. We've just finished our pilgrim meal, which was delicious, and I am here live with Steve, who is from Denver, but was born in Manchester, England. Tell us, have you done the Camino before?
I have. I did it last year. I did the same Camino Frances that we're doing right now last year, and it was the most amazing experience of my life.
And is that what drew you back again?
Absolutely.
And where did you start this time?
In Saint-Jean-Pied-de-Port in France, and walked across the Pyrenees into Spain.
And where are you walking to?
I'm walking to Santiago de Compostela, and then I'm going to take a bus or a train to Lisbon, and then I'm going to do the Portuguese coastal Camino back to Santiago again.
How many kilometres is that second part from Lisbon?
In kilometres, I don't know. The total Camino is 912 miles. 1,600 maybe.
Yeah, that's a long way.
Yeah.
Tell us, what have you enjoyed the most about the Camino?
Always the people. You meet the most amazing people. I love the country. I love the scenery. I love everywhere we stay. I love the food. But the best thing about the Camino is the people.
Yeah, nice one. And tell me, if anyone was to say to you, Steve, tell me I want to do the Camino, what's your top tip? What would you say?
My number one tip would be choose your shoes very carefully, and whatever size shoe you take, buy a size bigger, because your feet will swell and you will get the world's most horrendous blisters. And compared to last year, this year I bought a size bigger shoe, and my feet have been so much better. And your feet on the Camino are everything.
Yeah. Great. Any last wise words?
Just talk to everybody you meet.
Yeah.
No matter what, anytime you sit down to dinner, don't have dinner alone. If you walk by somebody on the Camino, say hello to them. If you have coffee, sit at the same table and just meet as many people as possible, because they all have an incredible story, and this is all about the people.
And you're actually here on your own, aren't you?
now I'm with you.
Yeah, that's right. But you started solo, but you finished.
I started solo, and I've been here for 15 days, and I probably have. I have a word for people that I meet on the Camino, my friends, which is Camigos, and I've probably met 50 new Camigos in the last 14 days.
Oh, that's excellent. Well, enjoy the rest of your trip and stay safe.
Thank you. It's great to meet you.
So I'm sitting here by the pool after a 42-kilometre day, and I have met Gabriella, and he is from Rome.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm good, very good.
Good. Now, have you done the Camino before?
No, this is my first time.
Your very first time, and how are you enjoying it?
I'm really enjoying it. It's very, very beautiful to meet people all the way. I think that's the most beautiful thing of the Camino.
Yeah?
Meeting new people.
So that's the favourite thing?
Yeah,
Yep.
I think that. Yeah.
And what inspired you to do the Camino?
Nothing particular, I just wanted to break my normal activities in during my course of studies.
Yep.
Nothing special, just to break.
And did you start at St. John Paul?
Yeah, I started from St. John Paul.
And you're going to go all the way to...
I try. I hope I'm going to do it.
Yeah, to Finisterre or Santiago?
To Finisterre.
Finisterre, beautiful. And what would be your top tip for anyone who said, I want to do the Camino? What would you tell them?
I would tell them to not organize, to just enjoy every day of it without any organization, just be free. And I don't know if it's a strange advice, but I advise you to not form group. Just to be by yourself.
Yep.
And meet people every day.
Oh, that's good advice. Good advice. Thanks, Gabriella.
Thank you.
Okay, I'm here with Martin from Ireland. Martin, how you going?
I'm deadly. How are you?
I'm good. How are you enjoying the Camino?
The Camino is fabulous, right? But it's a bit hot because I'm from Ireland, so you know yourself, like we're cold. It's hot air.
What's been your favourite part so far?
My favourite part so far was seeing a snake in the Camino and getting scared. But having said that, like St. Patrick banned all the snakes from Ireland, so at least we have that.
Oh wow, you saw a snake?
Yeah.
Was it big or small?
It was small enough, but like it was still very
Scary.
scary. Very scary.
Yeah, we have snakes in Australia. They're scary too.
I know there were snakes in Australia. That's why I'm not there. Most of my country is there at the minute, but like I'm not there solely because of snakes.
Martin, tell me, if someone said to you, I want to do the Camino, what would be your top tip for them?
Proper footwear.
Yeah, of course, because you got some blisters after day one, didn't you?
Yeah, I got some mad blisters. To be fair, I was on a recruit camp, so I had the blisters before.
Okay, well, nice to chat to you, Martin. Take care.
Nice to chat to you too, Helen.
Okay, so we have arrived at Gonza and we found some accommodation that we're really quite happy with, and it's awesome. But we have run into Caroline. She's from Germany, and we met Caroline way back at, I don't know, Bodilla? Maybe it was Bodilla. Yeah. We met her then, and we just caught up with her again today. How's your Camino going?
It's fantastic. I absolutely love it.
Is this your first Camino?
No, it's my second.
So what?
I did the Portuguese one 6 years before.
Oh, nice one. And also, you're a solo female traveller, aren't you?
Yeah, I am.
So how have you found travelling solo?
It was kind of a challenge for me, so I decided to just do it, and that's why I was trying to do the Camino, because I read everywhere it's safe, so I wasn't scared at all.
What time do you start in the mornings?
Between 4 and 6.
Wow, so when you start it's dark?
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Most of the times, yeah.
Good on you. Now, you just told me a really interesting story about going up the hill to Osobiro the other day about getting a horse.
Yeah.
Can you tell me about that?
Yeah, it was kind of nice. There was a little bar, and I just sat there for breakfast, and they're having a big poster, and I met some other girls. They just do it, and then I called the man who's affording it, and I asked him, and then he said, "Oh, I don't know. I'm not really sure. You have to wait." And then I was lucky and got a horse.
Excellent. How much was the horse?
It was 50 euros.
So 50 euros. And how long did it take you to get up the mountain?
Nearly 2 hours.
Perfect.
Yeah.
And did you say it stopped for some food and water or something on the way?
Yeah. Yeah, they did stop on every kind of drinking spot, and in between they gave them a little bit of grass or something.
Oh,
and
nice.
At the end they get apples and carrots and some stuff. It was
Yeah,
really
yeah.
nice,
And you started at 9:30 in the morning, is
Yeah.
that right?
Yeah.
Perfect. I just don't know how we missed you. That's pretty crazy. Tell me, what's been the most enjoyable part of your experience so far?
I think the people and the solo time. I really love to walk by myself and just be around no one, and then in the evenings to catch up with people, drink some stuff, and just enjoy the evening.
Beautiful. Now, if anyone said to you, Caroline, I want to do the Camino, what would be your top tip for them? Best piece of advice?
I think I would say walk it by yourself. Just be alone, because it's easier to meet other people, and don't be shy. You don't have to. Everyone is so nice and so kind. So just go and go.
Go and enjoy. And you're finishing at Santiago?
Hopefully, yeah.
Hopefully, because you've got a flight booked to go back to Germany. Yeah, perfect. Where did you start?
I started in Burgos this time.
Yep. And last time, did you go from St. John Paul to Burgos?
Oh no,
last time was the Portuguese,
I'm planning after my masters to go from Germany, just right before my hometown, so we'll see.
Awesome, well done, and congratulations on doing it alone. You're doing a wonderful job. So I am here at Kaza Susie, and we have just had dinner with a whole group of people, and I am here with Julia, and Julia is 16 years old and she is from Barcelona. How are you tonight, Julia?
I'm fine, thank you.
You're good. Tell me, so is this your first Camino?
No, I've been doing the Camino for now 4 years.
So how has it worked for 4 years? What have you done?
So every year in summer we take between 10 and 15 days with my family, and we just do little stages of the Camino.
So like 10 to 15 days at a time?
Yes.
Beautiful. And what have you enjoyed most about the Camino?
I think I've enjoyed seeing all of the villages and the views, and also being with my family and my brother.
And you are actually one of the youngest people that we have seen on the Camino, so congratulations and well done. What advice would you give to other people who want to do the Camino and who have never done it before? What advice would you give them?
I would give the advice of getting up early so they then walk under the sun.
Because it gets really hot out there, doesn't it? Because we are in August at the moment and it is very hot.
It's over 30 degrees, so...
Has it always been this hot when you've done the Camino?
Yes. Last year it was hotter. So we woke up really early, and there were like some days that we would wake up at 5 a.m.
And how does your day work with your family? So do you do like 20 Ks a day or 10 Ks a day?
We do between 10 and 20.
Yeah, and...
But our max is 17.
Okay, and how do you break up your day?
We usually have like a light breakfast in the morning, and then we like walk for maybe 5K, and then we have like real breakfast, and then we just like walk all the way. And we arrive at the places around like 3 or 2 p.m. That's the worst hour, but we just arrive here, and then we shower and
Yeah, perfect. Great talking to you, Julia. Thank you for your insight. So we have just had dinner at Kaza Susie, and it is a beautiful place at Travadello. And I am speaking tonight with Fermin, who actually is one of the Hospitalos, who works with his other partner in crime would be Susie, and Susie is Australian and she's from Sydney, and she's a florist originally who walked the pilgrimage and then decided to start her own albergue. So, Fermin, tell me, have you done the Camino?
I did it.
Tell me about that. So when did you do the Camino?
I did it in 2017.
Yes.
My plan was only to walk just 4 or 5 days of the Camino.
Yep.
Because I've been living literally on the Camino all of my life. So I've seen pilgrims all of my life, and I didn't understand why people were doing it. And then I had some days off, and then I said, okay, let's do this. So then I started walking the Pyrenees, close where I live, and what happened is that I met amazing people the first days, and every day was amazing the first days. So then I realized that I had to finish the Camino. I couldn't say goodbye to those people, and I just wanted to enjoy it and have the full experience, and that's what I did.
That's what you did. And along the way, you stopped here at Kaza Susie.
I did.
And what happened then?
What happened? Oh my goodness. What happened is that who could tell me that I was going to find an Australian blondie in the middle of nowhere? And you know, love.
Love, yeah, beautiful. So
I spent one night here. We had a really big, deep connection.
Yep.
And I used all of my strategies to stay longer. And anyway, yeah.
Did you when you finished at Kaza Susie, did you and Susie do some pilgrimage together, some Camino?
Okay, yes.
Yes.
Well, I'm gonna do the summary, but yes, we had a good connection, and then I asked her to finish the Camino with me.
Yeah.
So I continued walking the next days, but then the last 3 days of my Camino, she joined me. She closed albergue, and we finished together, which was amazing because in those 3 days we had the time to talk about ourselves, our lives, our things, and yeah.
Great.
We literally fall in love, and here we are 7 years later.
And here you are, and you've only recently just gotten married?
Last week.
Last week. Congratulations. That is awesome. So you run this amazing establishment, and you're very busy, obviously, and you have some great feedback and some great reviews. Tell me, what do you think is something unique about Kaza Susie that you offer that maybe other albergues don't offer?
Oh, I don't know.
What makes you special?
I don't want to compare with other places, but I can tell you what we do. And what we do is that I think because we don't come from this industry, we never had a bar, restaurant, or bed and breakfast or whatever before.
Yeah.
We don't know how to do the business in that way.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
We have our home.
Yep.
This is our home, and that's how we treat it. It's our home, and we share our home. So one of the things that we do that no many do it now, they did it in the old times, is that we share dinner with the pilgrims, but we join them, or they join us, as I like to say.
Yeah.
So I don't know, I think it's about sharing our home with people. Obviously, yes, we are an albergue, but yeah.
And everything
actually we live here, so yeah.
Yeah, and everything that you cooked tonight was from your garden.
It is.
And it was beautiful.
It's the moment of the year when we can pick lots of vegetables from the
Yeah,
garden.
yeah.
And yeah, we are very blessed to have the piece of land.
Yeah.
We work very hard.
Yeah.
It's not easy to have a big garden, but yeah.
What would be your advice if you were to meet someone and they said, I want to do the Camino? What would be your advice for someone who wants to do the Camino as a pilgrim? What would be your advice?
I mean, everyone is different, but I think try to be open. If you're not open, the Camino is going to open you.
Yeah.
But the sooner you try to be open to, I don't know, speak with other people.
Yep.
Smell the flowers.
Yep.
And talk with locals. I don't know, if you haven't been in an albergue before, which is a place where you are going to share bedroom with others, be open to do it.
Yeah.
At least one day.
Yeah.
If you are I don't know, try to go slowly.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I know that not everyone can have a lot of time to do the Camino. People have certain amount of days.
Yeah.
But it's not a race.
It's not a race. That's a very good advice. It's not a race. Yeah.
Lots of people that when I arrive, they always tell us that if they had to do it again, they would do it slower. And there's a saying on the Camino, actually, it says, pilgrim, don't rush, because where you going to arrive is to yourself. It's not to Santiago.
Yeah. Good one. So if anyone wants to make a reservation, they just could go to the Kaza's. Is there a Kaza Susie Facebook, or is it
There is a Facebook, there is a WhatsApp, there is an Instagram, there is an email, a phone number.
Yeah, and actually I've got to say that when we messaged you through WhatsApp, you responded very quickly with all the information that I needed. So it was very informative and easy to understand, and it was all in English. So that was really helpful for me. So thank you. It's been a lovely stay, and wish you well, and I hope everyone else can come and enjoy this experience with you.
Very good.
Thank you. Okay, I am here with Cornelia, and she is also a solo woman travelling from Germany. How are you today?
Fine.
Fine. Is this your first Camino?
No, it's my second. No, not my second, my sixth Camino.
Sixth Camino, wow. And how are you enjoying it?
Yeah, I'm enjoying it.
You love it?
Much, yeah.
Now, you just told me a story about on the Camino how you saw some, the what are they called? The
police.
The police, yeah. Tell us about that. What happened?
Yeah. I saw the policeman on the Cruz de Ferro, and there was a lot of, there were 3 policemen, and they spoke every language. It's a German, a French, a Spanish policeman, and they came to especially to the woman and asked them if they feel safe on the way, if there is somebody who annoy them, if something was stolen, yeah.
Right, so they were checking in to make sure that you were okay.
Yes.
That's nice.
Sometimes the woman say, oh, there is a man, and the man, they follow me all the time, and then the police goes to the man and said to him, don't do this.
So are they what are they called? Are they called the civil guard?
Yeah.
Yeah, the civil guard. So, yeah, so we've seen them a lot as well, and they're checking in on women. Good to know. What's been your favourite part of the Camino?
The nicest landscape was in Switzerland.
Yep.
And the nicest people were in France.
Yeah.
Yeah. Especially between Le Puy and Cahors.
Now you're walking all the way to Santiago.
Yes, from my hometown.
Yeah, awesome. And if someone said to you, Cornelia, I want to do the Camino, what advice would you give them? What tip, what helpful information would you give them?
Do it.
Just do it?
Just do it.
Just do it.
Yeah.
Excellent. Well, thank you for the chat today.
You're welcome.
So just here having another cold drink, and I'm here with Eladia, and she's from Italy. Eladia, how are you today?
I'm fine, thank you.
Tell me about your Camino journey.
I started from Porto, in Portogallo, and then I walked to Santiago, and then I'm going to Finisterre.
And when did you start? How long ago?
The 17th of August.
17th of August?
Yeah.
Perfect. And what have you enjoyed the most about the Camino?
The meetings. I knew a lot of people, interesting people, and it was wonderful.
Wonderful. You're also travelling on your own?
Yeah.
And how is that? Is that okay?
Yeah. I was in my own, but I've never been alone.
That's what we say too. That's good. If someone wanted to do the Camino, what advice would you give?
I maybe say to them that it's a wonderful experience and that it's a moment in which you can think about yourself, but also you can know people and learn from them, and you can also teach something to others when you have learned, and maybe they will meet people that help, and they do the same to others. That's all.
That's it. Beautiful. Thank you for the chat. Okay, so we've just stopped at El Ballos au Camino for beer and pizza, and I have run into Olivia 2 days straight. Olivia, how are you?
I'm very well, thank you.
That's good. Now you're doing the Camino?
I am doing the Camino.
And where did you start?
I started in Saint-Jean-Pied-Port in France just over a month ago.
Perfect. And how have you enjoyed it?
It's been incredible.
Incredible. And you're a solo woman too, aren't you?
I am.
So how is that experience? Because I get lots of people asking me about solo women and is it safe and how do they feel about it, etc.
I have felt safe the entire time. I've been walking with people pretty much the entire time.
Yeah.
I think actually it's been more a case of me wanting time by myself rather than feeling alone.
yeah, that's a good one. And the albergues and things like that have been okay for single woman on her own?
Yeah, totally. I think you meet people so easily and so often that it feels very safe. The only times at the beginning I felt a little bit scared if I woke up before it was light and I started walking before it was light.
Yeah.
But then I just started doing that with other people. And,
Perfect. And what have you enjoyed the very most?
I think the thing that I've loved the most is the coincidences of the Camino. So when you run into people again, or just these little encounters that you have all along the way. Maybe you haven't seen someone for 3 weeks and then they happen to be outside at a cafe when you walk past, and those things, they're just magical.
Yeah, nice. Now, if anyone asked you about, they wanted to go on the Camino, and what advice would you give for them?
2 things. Pack, then repack, then repack. Then repack. Take half what you think you need.
Yeah.
And I would also say try and trust in the Camino. So at the beginning it was very hard for me to not know where I was going to sleep at night, and I really wanted to book somewhere. But you really don't need to do that, and it's very freeing once you can kind of give up that control and relax into it.
Perfect. Well, enjoy the rest of your journey.
Thank you so
You
much.
are going to Murcia?
Murcia tomorrow and then to Pistera afterwards,
Perfect. End of the world.
Yeah, end of the world. Bring it on.
Thanks so much, Olivia.
Thank you. Bye.